All right, today we're talking about how to get the most out of everything you got. All right, now let me begin by telling you a story. In the building that I live in, there are some very, very slow elevators. And I've been in this building for almost 6 years. Okay? In the beginning, it didn't really bother me too much. And then after the first couple years, I started to notice, like, man, this is really aggravating. And I started just taking the stairs because I was like, I'm not waiting for this damn elevator anymore. This thing takes way too long, right? Then one day, I realized, well, I don't have control over this elevator. I've complained. They can't fix it. So let me make the most of this situation by recognizing that, wait a second, instead of doing nothing by the elevators, I'm going to stretch because I am overdue for stretching. I need to stretch more. That's something I need to do in my life. So now, since I've made this shift, I no longer dread the elevators as much as I used to. I started recognizing that, wait a second, I can actually use this time to work on something that benefits me. Aha. Work on something that benefits me. That is the point of today's video. Whoever you are, if you're somebody that's trying to excel socially, you want to speak with more confidence, you want to have more charisma, you want to connect with others, you want to be better at storytelling, you want to deliver concise information in a way that people can understand and digest. You want presence, you want confidence. I want you, starting today, to look at every single social opportunity, whether it's at work, outside of work, dating, whatever the fuck, okay? And whether it goes as you planned or didn't, in this case, let's focus on the didn't, I want you to find the positive in it. Because let me tell you something right now. All social skills is based off a loop. Do you know what that loop is? It's you experimenting socially, right? You get feedback from that experience, and then you adjust. And round we go. And when you think about it, that's it. That is what you need to do. You need to experiment like a scientist. Let me say this in this interaction. Let me speak up in this meeting. Let's see what happens. Let me ask this woman out in a different way this time. Let's see how she reacts. You experiment, you collect data, feedback, then you adjust. You know what? When I said that in the meeting, that worked well. But I noticed that when I didn't say anything in that other meeting 2 weeks ago, I had resentment inside. So maybe what I'll do is I'll start speaking up more. Oh, you know what? That other person was very receptive when I said, I'd love to hear your perspective. So I'm going to start using that line. I would love to hear your perspective. Does that make sense? Look, you have your own lingo. I have my own lingo. Everybody talks a certain way. What you need to understand is fucking this. This is the whole video right here, okay? If all you do is experiment, collect feedback proactively. Hey, by the way, when I was in that meeting earlier, I spoke up. How did that come off? Hey, I gave that presentation last week, John. You remember it, John? Great. How did that do? How did I do? Did you understand what I was saying? Was the message clear? Was the delivery clear? Did I sound confident? You collect feedback, you adjust. Now, how does this connect to my elevator story? This is it. That's a negative that I've been having to deal with for close to 6+ years. In your social interactions, they're either going to be good or they're going to be not so good. Let's focus on the not so good for a second, okay? All you need to do is remember this. There is no such thing as not so good. That is feedback. Replace, this was a shitty experience. Take that, put it into the diagram that you just saw. That is the loop and the key to your progress and success. That's it. Now, I can guide you towards experiments, of course. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, do me a favor and hit subscribe. As you can tell, I try to put in a lot of raw advice, very slimly unedited. Slimly, I don't even know if that's a word. Is that a word? Slimly. See, sometimes I got to look up stuff too. Let's see, slimly. Yeah, it is. It's an adverb. Perfect. Great. If all you take away from this video is the loop being key to your success, you'll find yourself becoming much more confident socially, because you will recognize that anything negative is really just feedback, and feedback is required to grow socially. Okay? That's what I'm trying to make you understand and see. Because a lot of times, whether you're a guy or a girl or whatever, it's easy to take things personal. It's easy to think you're the problem. But when you shift it from, oh, you know what, this is a negative occurrence, to, wait a second, this is just more data for me to collect, that helps you become better in whatever craft that is socially, and you become more resilient as a byproduct, right? So again, there's really no, that's why I'm always like shocked when people don't want to work on themselves socially, because I'm just like, but this is the key to freedom. Maybe not the lifestyle and freedom you want from a tangible physical standpoint, but freedom inside. And freedom inside is probably just as golden as freedom outside. In many cases, maybe even it's more. In many cases, it may be more advantageous for you to work on the inside first than the outside. I would actually lean towards that being the case most of the time. It's all about you just recognizing this formula, incorporating it, being proactive when it comes to social opportunities, taking that first step, even if you're afraid, because you know, it's feedback. I will get stronger. I will get better. I will become more resilient. I will polish my craft, my social craft. I will polish myself. Fucking win-win across the board. Okay? Become a scientist. Experiment. Test strategies. All right? Now, if you're a guy that wants to learn how to start conversations with women or strangers, you can check the link in the description. If you're a guy or a girl, man or woman, and you just want to learn how to speak more confidently, professionally, whether that's you working at a company or whether you have your own business, I have a guide for you as well. Okay, check the link in the description for that. Both of these guides are fantastic. They're only 2 pages. I don't send fucking 50 long page guides, all right? I don't do this. I give you the essence of what you need to know, the minimum amount, okay? So check that out. Let me know if you like it. Look, I don't give a shit if you unsubscribe from my email list, by the way. I don't care. If you find my advice helpful, stay on my email list. If not, unsubscribe. People are so wary sometimes of signing up. They're like, oh my God, I got to give out my email. Yeah, it's 2025. You got to give the email. But that's okay. You can unsubscribe. I'm not going to take it personal. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. That is today's video. I hope you learned something new. If you did, comment below. Let me know what it is that you learned, and I'll get back to you. All right? Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.